What you do is you raise them up, bounce, 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 bounce. Takes it. Boom. Right there. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. As you probably read from the title, we've got a little bit of an unboxing to do once again. Got a Frostbite rod shipment in. Let's see what's inside. Knife of the day, an M&P, for those who care. So this one is gonna be fairly similar to the last video I did. If you haven't seen that already, make sure to go check it out. And yes, I'm filming on top, or I'm unboxing on top of an Otter Sidekick because I'm built different. Picked by Neil this time, not Hayden. Interesting. Oops. All right. So you guys probably already know what rods these are. That is the Twilight 39-inch medium light drench and the 37-inch medium light smoke show. Let's open up the smoke show first. So for those of you who don't know or didn't watch the last video, in the last one I opened up a Vanta Black in the drench and in the digger, 39 medium and a 39 medium light. So this is once again going to be another great addition to the fleet for this year. Oh boy. I almost had a heart attack for a second because I thought it was broken, but that's just the butt piece that was taken off just so it's easier for them to ship it and transport it. That's sick. Also, these black tips that they come with, I keep these and I use them all the time, which is nice. Nicely get that off. I've never personally upgraded or done the butt job on any of my rods just because I don't really need to, but you definitely can. Oh boy. That feels light. Wow. Would you look at that? There it is. Sweet. That is not gonna focus. Wow, I thought this would feel a lot more like a drench. This feels super light, holy smokes. Wow. This will be probably a lot more of my spoon setup rod. I don't think I'm gonna be, unless I'm using like 1/8 ounce jigs maybe some places, I think this will be more of a lighter spoon, buckshot, wing ding kind of rod. But that is nice, I like that. Also make sure to stay tuned until the end because I'm gonna be putting on 2 diesel reels on these rods and I'm gonna be showing you the difference between the drench in the Twilight here and the drench in the Vanta Black in my case there. So let's open up our next one. Yeah, this already feels a lot different than the smoke show, if you ask me. Tip's not broken, that's always what you want to see. Oh wow. The drench is definitely a lot, like this is the drench here, this is a lot more sensitive towards the end. This one has a lot more of a backbone, but it still feels pretty, oh yeah, that's definitely way more whippy. This is the, I mean, not in the Twilight, but the drench in a Vanta Black is definitely a jawjacker rod. This feels good. So again, I don't know if you can see that, but that is the 39 medium light drench in the Twilight. Oh gosh, my rod case. I picked up the Otter rod case here. This is a 48-inch deep box, and I'm glad I got this now because I've gotten way too many rods in the last little while. But wow, this is awesome. Sweet. Okay, so I dropped down my camera a little bit there. We're going to be putting some reels on this rod. And obviously, you know what I had to do. I had to get 2 more Frostbite diesel reels. So this is an 1,000 size reel. I unboxed this in the last one as well. But I put some line on here before I started filming this. So on this one here, we got some 10-pound, I think this is honestly spider wire. I just had this lying around, so I put it on here. But some 10-pound spider wire with a very generous amount of fluorocarbon leader. I don't normally go that much, but I decided to for whatever reason. There she is. So yeah, this one's gonna be going on my, probably on my smoke. No, this will go on my drench actually, I think. I'll put it on the drench. And I'm ambidextrous, so I usually switch my reels. I'll have some of them on left-handed, some of them on right-handed, just because I like to have, just to switch it up. I think this one will probably have left-handed because my other one in the drench is right-handed. Whew. Yeah, that feels awesome. Holy smokes. I like that. I balance it on my finger right about like there. It wants to balance itself out, just for reference. But yeah, that's nice. Yep, awesome. Same thing, I'm gonna put my other reel here. So this one I actually decided to change it up because I have so many spools of old line just sitting around. So I had some 8-pound trilene, some mono, in moss green, and I thought, you know what, why not? Let's just put it on here. So got some 8-pound on that. So yeah, this will go on the smoke show. Like I said, it'll be more of a smaller spoon rod setup. Let's feel this here. Yeah, this thing is adorable. And I love longer rods in general, so anything shorter than like 36 is like tiny for me. Like I have a meat locker, and that thing is small compared to what I normally use. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure if I'm gonna leave on the protective film here on the actual cork. We'll see how I like it in the next little while, but yeah, that feels good. Yeah, see, 37, 36, I really don't want to go shorter than this, honestly, but evens out nicely. That's the big thing. I find when your wrist is like, or however you're holding it all day, you want it to be nice and the weight to be distributed nicely. You don't want it super heavy in the back or wherever, but they weren't joking around with the drench being pretty perfect. This feels great. I think we're gonna put on our Lindy snap here, and I'm gonna run some line through it and start to give her a little bend test, the Nathan bend test. Oh, I love that sound. Oh God, look at that. Yeah, this is the smoke show. I mean, I can't really show you how I'm pulling it down and show you how the rod bends. It's gonna bend pretty close between all of them, but like, yeah, right at the, I like that kind of bend. Honestly, this one bends more like an Elliott rod. The ones I've noticed, like the Evolutions, for example, I noticed that towards the very end, it's like the last like 3-4-ish eyelets is when they bend. Same thing kind of feels with this one, if I had to compare it to something. And this might be completely off the mark there, but that's just what it first reminds me of, my first impression here. I'm gonna be honest, I use snaps 95% of the time. Even with jigs, sometimes I use a snap when I probably shouldn't, but I find I can get away with it. But don't use a snap swivel. A snap and a snap swivel are very different things. I'm just trying to envision. Get those head shakes. Ooh, let me tighten this, or loosen this. Jigging, jigging, oh, raising, raising, raising. Bite on the Mega Life. Oh, there he is. That's nice. Jeez, I'm reenacting this like I'm a little kid. Yeah, first thing I'm putting on this thing is usually gonna be like a buckshot, coffin spoon, but probably a wing ding by Element Custom Baits. Wow, that's sick, I love that. That is the smoke show. Now with the drench, same thing, I'm gonna put on my snap. Also, I have a mic on, as you can see. First time using it, I hope it's not too loud. I'll probably fix it up a little bit in post-production, but oh God, yeah, the drench is a different kind of rod. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's crazy. That's like an Elliott right there, almost, like just very end, just bends like crazy. So sensitive, and then, yeah, that is like that's my kind of bend. Like, I don't know how to explain it, like. This thing is going to be an absolute weapon for those Lake Winnipeg greenbacks. And at the time of filming this, there is very few people going out right now. Some people are probably just checking out the ice, but there's no really good ice anywhere as of right now. The red hasn't frozen yet. I mean, it's frozen over in patches, but nothing to walk on. Whoops. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take off not the middle one, but I'm gonna take off the top and bottom protective bits because this one kind of just wants to come off. I don't know how to explain it. What you do is you raise them up, bounce, 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 bounce. Takes it. Boom, right there. Head shake, head shake, head shake, head shake. Oh, I'm such a little kid. Okay, so that is the drench in the twilight. I'm gonna grab my Vanta Black here. Okay, so here are two different versions of the drench. So don't hit the roof here and break my rod. As you can see, handle's different, obviously. This one doesn't have real seats. Very nice rods, both of them. Wow. Yeah, wow, actually they feel pretty similar. Kind of, sort of. Just trying to get a feel for both of them. Yeah, it's such a weird feeling. It feels like a drench, but it doesn't at the same time. Like it feels like a very exaggerated version of the drench, that Vanta Black, but this feels good. It's not like one feels like 10 times better than the other one, but the Vanta Black is definitely a nicer rod. Yeah, I personally also like the fact that this handle is bigger. I like a bigger handle, personally. I just find it feels a lot nicer in the hands, but this feels good. I like this. Again, I'll link the other video where I unboxed this at the very end. Same thing, drench, 10-pound Power Pro, high vis yellow. Then I just have a deep V jig on right now. If you want my 2 cents, they're both very nice rods, but the drench is a super nice rod. And I mean, there's gonna be some applications where a smoke show might be better, or some people prefer it, but for me personally, the drench I think is gonna be a lot more, I'm gonna be able to use it in a lot more situations. I'm gonna prefer to use it in a lot more different scenarios. But I'm very, very happy with both of these Frostbite rods. Very excited. Now all we need is just ice. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in today's episode. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this just gives a little bit more insight on what these rods look like. When I was first getting my rods from Frostbite, there wasn't really any videos with unboxing type, not fishing videos, but more unboxing and all that. Very nice rods, very impressed. At this point, we're just gonna play the waiting game, waiting for ice to come here in Manitoba. But when that time does come, I want you guys to be ready. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification, because the videos will hopefully be pumping. If not, it'll be the quality over quantity, because it might be a busy season this year with school. I will do my very best. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will leave everything below in the description that we saw today. I'm Nathan Blank, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.